Welcome back, Terrible Warriors, to our final episode as we play through our Visigoth versus Mall Goth playtest. It is currently in Kickstarter. We're playing the Quick Start guide that Lucian sent me, Lucian Khan, the creator of the game, a few months ago to get ready for this. So what you're hearing might change in some details in the final copy, but honestly, I read these malls, I read these clerks, I don't think that stuff is going to change much. It is currently in Kickstarter. As I mentioned, it got funded in 24 hours. It's going to happen. It has been a phenomenally successful run. His game got on the front page of Kickstarter for a day, which is the coolest. And so check it out. It's in the show notes. You can follow through. There is still 72 hours for you to get involved. Unless you're listening to this whenever it is you're listening to this, follow through the link. I don't know. Maybe it'll go to the right page, or it doesn't. Google it, you lousy kids. It's there. Thanks for tuning in. I am your mall rat, Justin. I'm sitting down by the fountain hearing what sounds like sword fighting happening up in the pet store up on the second floor. Kids, everything got complicated when the Visigoths showed up. But I think it was the Mall Goths that actually brought them in here through time. So it might be the Mall Goths' fault. Either way, 16-year-olds give me a headache, man. So here we are. I am surrounded by Visigoths and Mall Goths who are about to throw down, because in our last episode, the Mall Goths overheard some sensitive information.
They were spying.
Everett.
Alas, poor Everett.
I said it out loud, didn't I, again? He's just hiding. He's hiding behind
the pony,
like some kids' lockers. His kids are screaming all around, and Ultra Gotha, you just pulled out your spear. You leaned behind the giant ornamental flower vase that's in the window, and there, hiding behind it, is the Mall Goths. Onyx and Ember.
Mall Goths. Damn it. So
here's Visigoths.
So we need to roll off. Would I use my spears in this situation?
You can be as viciously.
I will try. I will try and be intimidating with my spears.
we don't track physical damage, but like if you take a spear to the knee, it'll hurt your feelings.
I'm going to try and be scary more than like actually spear her.
Onyx?
So I'm going to try and scare the Mall Goths, Onyx and Ember. Mostly Onyx.
Onyx, what do you do?
With my spear. Rawr!
I panic and I just kind of freeze for a second.
Yeah.
Because there's this spear that's just like staring down.
Yeah.
In my face.
Yeah.
And I, without thinking.
I like the spear came around, but then you parted the plant and your head came over the top.
I poked the spear through first.
I have a possible way out for you if you need one.
I'm curious what you have to say.
I can turn things invisible using runes. You are holding a note that I passed back to you, and it's got a whole bunch of runes on it.
I am.
And
Okay. So you do with this what you want. But I'm going to start rummaging through my bag and pull out a firecracker.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah. Holding it. Holding it.
Tech nerd, you've got all this, you got the pyrotechnics.
I'm holding it above my head.
And it's like this strip of it's like little tiny bullet sized things like we would like to just go.
And I'm like trembling, and I'm like, don't come any closer.
Okay, both of you roll opposing d6s.
I will need
two. So you'll need 2 d6. And what skills are you adding to that?
I am adding +2 spears.
And are you adding?
I add my pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
So which is also
Amazing.
+2.
I got 6.
I got 10.
Okay, so you get to describe, Onyx, how you succeed, and Ultra Gotha, you get to describe how you fail. And then both of you are going to write down hurt feelings based on those descriptions.
Okay.
So I guess one question to Vera first is, do you want this to happen?
Well, you succeeded. So
yeah.
You get to decide how it is. Absolutely.
Okay.
But for soliciting input, I had a sort of an idea in my head that what happened is that the hands sort of make a sort of sign language of the same runic symbols as I'm sort of, because I'm seeing Frigga about to kill Freya, and this is not okay. And there's this whole other scene in my head. I'm not actually in a mall. I'm in the middle of Ragnarok, and there are meteors falling from the sky. The giants are battling in the
This is how
background.
the end was foretold.
It is, and it's happening right here. And
in
Loki's let
this
the wolf
mall,
out.
localized entirely in this store at this time of year.
and as the hands form this shape, you realize that matches the runes on the note that I passed back to you. And I'm sort of trying to indicate to you through desperate facial expressions that this can help you in some way. Make with that if you will.
So I start, instead of lighting the fuse as I was about to do, I start trying to wave the match around in the patterns of the runes that I've now somehow.
That's how magic works.
Actually, why don't you light it and then do that, because that's a distraction, because I won't notice when you disappear.
Okay.
Yeah,
we can
because
totally
it's
do that. Slight retcon.
Or your spear could like pass through the spot where she was like a
Amber,
second
what
ago.
are you doing during all of this?
Yeah.
Since Vera's also
yeah,
getting
this
you're
is
right
important.
beside.
Just like watching all of this go down.
If Onyx disappears,
I'm just there
by yourself.
just like oh boy, she's trying.
I like to think you're hiding in the window.
Yeah.
And
Dressing.
And we kind of I've attached some green bits, some of my green wires to us to try to make us look a little more tree-like.
More plant-like.
Just a shrubbery.
Ember is going to go to her classic go-to. She's going to try and make the bits of tree more spooky and try and scare the Visigoths away and see if that works at all.
What are you doing?
She's basically going to haunt herself.
Okay, so
So
I know.
one thing at a time. We're just gonna we'll resolve
Okay.
Ultra Gotha and Onyx first.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'm starting to try to make the runes. I accidentally touch the fuse
I love it. I love it.
on the firecrackers
kids are
as I'm doing this.
screaming.
And that just freaks me. I'm
The pony
I don't know what the
rears
hell it
and
is.
throws a kid across the room.
Oh no.
I don't know what the hell that is, so I jump back and fall over.
Yorick is trying to calm the horse down, but there is a firecracker going off inside of his animal store.
Yeah, Ultra Gotha jumps away because she doesn't know what a firecracker is and is totally surprised by it and falls over. She disappears. Onyx disappears.
And I think as the firecracker is about to go off, I throw it in a bin.
Oh no.
And then there's
A bin full of
Explosives.
it's probably a garbage bin.
You'd have that at a pony store.
You'd have hay.
Horse feed?
That would go
Horse
right
feed?
up.
Yeah, hay.
Oh no, it's where Avoric shovels everything.
so horse poop and
So it's manure on fire. That's nice.
Yeah, he's got a tiny little pitchfork that he just kind of picks up and he just tosses into basically a litter box.
Yeah.
And
That's
you just
where I've
throw in
thrown the
crackers into it, and
firecracker.
she's going, and it's sending shrapnel and fragments. It splashes up against the wall. Some kids are going, yeah. Other kids are going, ah. The whole time, Avoric is going, no. As it goes, poof, and he's just covered, and the white pony is covered.
Oh no.
And he's just Ultra Gotha, how did you lose?
I basically was surprised by the firecrackers, and jumped back and tripped over something.
You could lose by also saving Everick from his fate.
I can also
Take one for the team.
Yeah, I can I'll cover him.
Push him out of the way.
I'll push him out of the way. I'll push him out of the way.
And then you're just
You jump back. You actually tripped and pushed him back.
Yeah,
there is an
pushed him
Ultra
back.
Full face of
Gotha
it.
outline of white around a horse,
Yeah.
where everything hit you and then went around you and then hit the horse.
Oh,
it's like a shadow.
At least I can calm down the horse. That's nice.
So you can describe what that hurt feeling is.
I am humiliated. Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And
I
you
feel
are
bad.
that escalated. That
really
went way
escalated.
beyond.
That really.
And you're invisible now, right?
And I'm invisible now. I am really sexually confused.
You can just grab
feel
Ember's
guilty.
arm and just drag Ember out of the store.
That's what I'm doing. But I
So
can't-
super guilty.
so guilty and sexually confused. Can I write that down as
It's ultra hornt.
yes?
You're not hurt. You're not horny. You're horned.
I'm horned and confused and guilty.
Horny and confused.
and still embarrassed, really.
And still really embarrassed.
And now you've
I've
got
had a
two.
day.
Now you've got two. So you can't do any more combat until you just
You've talked it
automatically
out.
lose and
Yeah.
take more hurt feelings
You have to talk
until
about
you
your feelings.
deal with
I need
this. So
to
that's
talk
going to
about
be
this.
what happens next.
Yeah.
You've only taken on one. You took down Guilty.
Yeah. I know I'm humiliated. I
And
feel
and
bad.
and
You're
at
literally
that point,
covered in shit.
Yeah, I'm
Everett is just
covered
like,
in shit.
like he's got to shut the store down. He's got to clean everything up. He's got to like kick the kids like to their parents, and he's closing early. And the store's actually gonna be closed until the skate now because he's gonna clean up all this shit. And wow, it really hit the fan.
It really did.
And so
I think some of my hands might help him clean up.
yeah.
Helping
Yeah,
hands.
no, he's
Very
it's
nice
just
of
just
Yeah.
you just need to leave. You just
He doesn't even want to
the
see
horse,
us
like I
anymore.
said, the horse is already freaked out. I just need to spend some time with the horse doesn't have a name. What would be a good Visigothic name for a horse?
What's the name of Odin's 8-hooved horse?
It's
Slemnir.
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 Yeah.
He just needs to stay with Slem.
Great.
And you just before you're like, I'm gonna help with the hands, and the shutters come down, and you're on the outside and the inside, and then the little sign on the door just goes to like back in 10.
Does it make sense for me to mark a hurt feeling as well? Because
If you want to, yeah.
And I think traumatized.
You
'cause I
were-
just
you were
watched
very-
Into the world.
You were very
I
much
watched-
involved in that fight.
You
Everyone
got
who's
your
in
hands in it.
everyone who's involved in a fight takes hurt
I
feelings.
think I'm taking hurt feelings
I'm,
there.
I'm traumatized by that.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
So what's the hurt feeling? How do you want to?
Traumatized.
Traumatized?
I
Yeah.
think, is what it'd be.
You saw Ragnarok. That's not
I
even
saw the
something
end
that
of the world and it was horrible.
the Visigoths.
really
I almost watched Freya die.
I didn't know the Visigoths believed in Ragnarok. This is really confusing spiritually.
As messy as this was, I think I have a new line to add to the purity test.
Have you ever made up while throwing firecrackers into a barrel full of manure?
I was there.
Are you gonna like grab the?
Why
And
is
Ember, are you
the way
thinking
out?
you also want a hurt feeling?
Oh, definitely. Ember is feeling super insecure after just having a spear put in her face, and then things go off, and she wasn't able to do anything about any of it.
yeah. That
And
was
she can't
helpless.
check that off on the purity list, like at all. She didn't earn any points. They're super insecure.
Okay, so you're the one leading Ember while you're invisible through
Yeah.
the mall.
So
So,
there's just
Ember
this
just looks like they're
presence.
going by herself.
Yep.
Onyx, what store do you lead them
We're
to?
going shopping. Like, I don't feel good. I really want to go to the hardware store and get some new clothes.
Now, do you remember the name that you got from overhearing Everick?
Yes, it was Fatima.
Okay. So that's it.
Okay.
You don't know where Fatima works unless you want to ask. But Fatima is a clerk in the mall.
Okay.
Every NPC that mentions usually is.
Can I take a hurt feeling because I didn't get hurt feelings from that?
Left out?
You feel so left
feel
out.
left
Left
out.
out? Yeah. Sure. I'm not going to tell players they can't put a negative on their sheet. Like, go for it. You want to take that? If that's how you're feeling?
Yes.
So I'd like to drag Ember to Brick and Mortal.
Oh,
the
well, that
zombie
works really
themed
well
hardware
because
store.
you've heard that Amanda, the clerk, is exes with Brick and Mortal.
It's possible their ceiling might be experiencing a bit of dust falling down.
Yeah, they might.
You've
Explosion.
heard. Okay, Brick and Mortal works really well because you've heard that Amanda, who works in Brick and Mortal, is best friends with Nocturne, and Nocturne is exes with Zamina, and Zamina is best friends with Lakshmi. Lakshmi is exes with Caesar, who's best friends with Fatima.
Okay.
Huh.
All right.
So that's the person you need to talk to. Obviously, go straight to the source.
Go straight to the source.
Straight to the source. 6 people through.
Does our team know
Just to
about
give
these relationships, or is that only
this
from
is
the Mall
this
Goths
is the
fans?
obsessive
Side.
nature of Lucian Khan creation game here. I want to
I'm
see
so
this.
in
I
for
haven't
it.
checked, but if it's not a stretch goal, it should be just like a
flowchart.
big,
The
like one of those
Yeah.
social discs where you've
Yes.
got everyone's name on the outside
Yes.
with lines on the inside connecting them all, and the mall rat right in the center, of course. So, Brick and Mortal, a zombie-themed hardware store that makes home improvement very scary. So you know this place very well.
Very well.
It is a Mall Goths place. This is probably your second home. It's staffed by Amanda, a bisexual trans girl, Mexican, white, 16, flannel baby doll dress, and blue lipstick. You know Amanda if you spend this much time in brick and mortar.
Yeah, we're tight.
I mean, got real anti-capitalist grassroots, likes grunge rock, plays in a band, God is Gay, but
she's real cutting edge, apparently.
but has such a nightlife that is always tired at work and is just usually sleeping behind the cash register, which helps you out to get everything you need. This is probably not the first time you've ever stolen from brick and mortar.
I mean, like, also, I kind of like make her some shit as thanks.
Also, you're really into rigging, right?
Yeah, I'm super into rigging.
So is Amanda. +3 to rigging. Special items today is you come in, altar in a box for $93, accepted by most major gods and demons, pinewood and particle board, some assembly required. So that's it. You arrive in brick and mortar. And where are the Visigoths? This is a good place for you to deal with your emotions. You go to like your safe place.
Yeah.
The hardware store.
The hardware store.
Well,
Once I can see you again.
I would personally like some clothes that are not disgusting.
Well, what we described invisible is not invisible as someone else's problem field. So if Onyx is your problem, then you can absolutely see Onyx. No one else can because that's someone else's problem.
So much better.
I'm being a problem right now.
So yeah, Onyx is invisible to everyone
Run by.
except Ember,
Oh, yes. Beautiful.
as you've walked into the emotional labor hardware store. All right, so sorry. So the Visigoths.
Yeah.
You're
You could
looking
also
for, you
go
need
to the
some,
bed and bath store to get cleaned up.
you can go to Hail Satin.
Hail Satin. There's also fashion weaponry.
Yep.
Yes,
That
that
makes
I
sense
was
for
looking
you,
at.
yeah.
Yes, I was thinking of the fashion weaponry.
Ace of Mace.
Yeah, Ace of Mace is a unknown loyalty store that it sells whips, axes, bows, weapons of respectable adventuring party, and currently has on special Brittany's spear.
Wow.
It is not on sale, but it costs 500 win tickets. Which you spent on googly eye hands.
No regrets, really.
You could have got a spear.
Stab me,
I
baby, one more
could. We
time.
can't split up though, right? I can't go to get more tickets to get the spear. So,
Oh, okay.
so you've already got a spear. It's a good spear.
I'm looking for clothes.
Yeah,
Weaponry.
it's a lot of armor.
It's a lot of armor. That's
a lot
fine.
of chainmail.
That's
It's hard to wipe it off. But there's also like in the store, the clerks are Pakpo, a gay cis girl, Thai 16, high ponytail and hip hop clothes, and Subin, a bisexual genderqueer Korean who's 15, spiky black hair, baggy zip off cargo shorts, and bowling shirt. When you, as you're arriving at Ace of Mace, Pakpo is working on some of their choreography. They got like a Walkman on, and they're dancing out some steps that they're working out for an admission to some recruiters in a college they're trying to get attention to, and also seems to be crying. And then Subin is like working through her feelings. And then Subin is the reason this store. Subin is the reason why the store doesn't have an alignment to either of the Goths. Subin is this like non-judgmental, friends from different cliques, is just, real chill around people. But also, this is their first job. Subin's young, like 15 for a clerk, and they're really overwhelmed by everything and is trying to like set up some weaponry, but is watching Pakpo dance. And as you walk in, you catch that Subin is like giving Pakpo the up and down and is like really like embarrassed and cut off and drops some swords and they clatter to the ground and is just like really embarrassed about her very obvious crush on Pakpo that, overwhelmed with his job but can't seem to think straight because, it's Pakpo. He dances so well. Look at that body move.
I'm feeling it.
I want to help her, but I'm like gross. Do you guys want to help her out? Because I'm
which
kind
one
of
of us was
disgusting.
Which one of us was furthest from the? Actually, no, I've had a lot of screen time lately. If you want to help,
If you're looking also for a clothing store later, Adawolf's Secret is the lingerie store that specializes in furs.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was lingerie.
I know
but
it just
those
says
furs.
lingerie on the map, but it's a Visigoth store.
Visigoth lingerie.
It's a Visigoth took over the Victoria's Secret and Visigothed it.
Oh, okay.
And so it's Visigoth lingerie.
Oh, that's perfect. All right, cool.
Beautiful.
Well, I'll just see
It
what's
has
here.
a special item of a bone and sinew bra or codpiece.
I think you might be interested.
Britney
in
Spear is a +1 to spear.
Oh, I was planning to go with the Athels at some point.
Oh, well.
But I mean, we can do our Ace of Mace conversation first if you want.
All of
Oh,
want
but
some
I was
more
just
armor.
saying to help. I was saying to help out Subin though because I smell disgusting and I don't want to help her put out the weaponry because I feel bad about my shitty grossness right now.
Hey, Subin, how you doing?
It just kind of squeaks and goes back to working the shelves.
I reach for a weapon and hand it to her.
And it's too heavy. It's like a two-handed claymore. And you're like, "Ugh." Clicks it into the wall.
And I just continue to hand weapons and
And you help clean things up.
help clean things up.
Yeah, you feel, you can actually spend this time helping this store clerk out to clear off that feeling of feeling left out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You spent some time there
You're a part of
helping
something
Subin.
It's been a day, right?
Meanwhile, while I'm going through stuff, I'm like, do we know where Fatima is?
Is Fatima Visigoth?
Fatima is where they work has an unknown loyalty, so they're like Ace and Base is neutral, but also the clerks tend to not take sides other than, do you have money to pay for that? So they're on the side of capitalism and commerce. So Fatima is. I'm looking at the people who work here in Ace of Mace to find out
she
where they're.
was willing to kidnap a Mall Goth.
Papco and
So
Subin.
that does seem to indicate something about which side she's on.
Or that you got paid.
Maybe
Could be
she,
too, yeah.
maybe she did get paid.
She'd be a mercenary.
Point.
Well, Subin is best friends with Caesar, and Caesar is best friends with Fatima. And
I'll stick around.
is also best friends and exes with Thaco from the Darkade that you recall earlier. And is best friends with Fatima. Subin is Fatima's best friend.
There we
So
go.
it works. And Papco is it hangs a lot with Zamina at Big Dis Energy, which is the CD store. So yeah, so Subin and Fatima, you see them at the Theodosius getting like lunch breaks together all the time. They're always chatting. Fatima is only 1 year older, and helping the new kid out with the clerk and being like, "Nice, just don't get overwhelmed. It's fine. Just like stock the shelves. It's literally all you have to do." Papco will worry about the money, Bart.
Yeah. Hey, can I just help you out? Like, there has been so much drama around. I just need to do something that matters, I guess.
And he just, when you look over, it just has like a nod silently and a smile and a blush and attention and confusion and swords on walls.
Swords on walls is the metaphor for my.
So Papco is still like
embarrassment too.
eyes closed, dancing, spinning. What's Ultra Goth and Vera?
Steal some clothes.
Oh, okay.
No one's paying attention.
No, that's fine. That's we get to roll against that against the store. As it turns, oh yeah, okay, cool.
But I mean, it seems like Pakbo and Subin are both distracted. Just saying.
I know,
Okay.
but one of these clerks has a +3 to catch thief specifically.
Oh, wow.
So that's 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, I rolled a 14.
Oh no!
So while this
even
is
with
going
the
on,
distraction,
watching
no, it's
Papco and
not.
being distracted, and you're trying to what are you trying to pocket?
Probably like chainmail or something ridiculous like that.
Something pretty obvious.
Yeah.
A thin little needle of a knife flings through the air and sticks the chainmail into the wall. And you look back and there's Subin not even looking at you. Has just like tossed this like throwing dart. And then you just hear like in her little mousy voice, $10. She has +3 to catch thief. She's always watching. She's never that distracted. This is her first job. She's not giving up.
Is just like super wide-eyed with the knife. Like looks at the knife, and looks at the little like tiny probably girl comparatively.
Just this tiny little 15-year-old.
Yeah, and she's Ultra Goth is this giant blonde warrior.
She's got like this like Korean K-pop look to her that's just like real unassuming.
Yeah, so Ultra Goth stares at the wall, then stares at Subin, then pulls
It's like all of a sudden it's not K-pop now, it's like grudge horror. It's just like the hair's over her face and it's just like $10.
It's like in Better Off Dead, the newspaper kid.
I want my $2.
I want my $2. So she pulls the knife out of the wall, grabs the chainmail, and then flips the knife around and gives it back to Subin. Hill first, and then pulls out $10 and gives it to her too.
She takes the time. She goes back to helping with the swords. That's when Papco kind of opens her eyes like, oh, hey, I didn't see other people were in here.
Yeah, no, just
Takes her,
looking for
headphones off.
clothes.
Just working through some stuff.
Are you going to use the change room here to get out of this?
Yeah, I'll just change out of this.
I hope nothing got on the cape.
Oh, no. No, nothing. That just slicks right off. It's like this nice gold lame. It's
Oh, yeah, nothing's going to stay on this cape. I'll just change out of this. Hey, Subin, do you know why Fatima might have helped us out with something the other day?
who wants to know?
Well, we want to know.
I'm not getting involved in. I've got recruitments to worry about. I can't be involved in any of your drama.
It's the end of the world.
Yeah, of course it is. It's the end of the world if I don't get admitted to college.
I was just curious about why. If she helped us out, I was just curious about why that might have happened. That's all.
Can you, Subin, can you pass a note to Fatima? Can you get a note to her for me?
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you want to say on the note?
Run. No, yeah, run.
Yeah. And
then
is
in
this
smaller
folded up
letters and hide.
Can Subin see the note, or is it
yeah,
folded
totally.
up?
That's the point.
She looks worried.
Yeah.
Are you so out of character? Are you concerned that might look like a threat, or
no?
Or is the idea to make
the point is for Subin. It's not for Fatima. I don't care if it ever gets to Fatima.
I'm just trying to get a sense out of character what your goal here is. You're trying to
win over loyalty for Subin so that trusts us.
I see.
He's sending warning, and he's showing that she.
Because we're best friends, so we're not going to get to Fatima necessarily.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's like, as in run, you've been made, not run away because we're coming for you.
No. Run because you've been made. Yeah, like a warning.
Got it.
And Subin's going to run to Fatima going like, you're in trouble. And then you can follow Subin to wherever Fatima is.
If that happens, yes.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was what I was having trouble.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm just mopily kind of drifting with whatever music is going on here, just looking like a complete...
Yeah, you've got some time in the story. You don't have to work with the clerks. If you want to work with each other over the heart feelings you have, like how are you feeling after Jotun's tiny adventures?
I think that I was hit more with soot than anything else, rather than with actual horse poop. So
yeah, it's 1996, so like blowing up a bomb in a mall just doesn't have the same
exactly.
weight that it does today.
I look more like a homeless person than usual at this point, and I'm a bit disassociated, a bit disconnected. I'm having trouble following what's going
was
on.
Like, what is that smell? Everything smells like horse.
Yeah, I know. I'm changing
That's why we came in the store originally, was to
Yeah, there's
freshen
a
up.
whole thing. Somebody exploded a thing full of manure
One
down
of the
the
Mall
hall.
Goths.
One of the
exploded.
Mall Goths.
Rachel.
fuck out.
Do you know
Rachel. Onyx. Rachel.
Rachel, wait, the loudspeaker girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
loudspeaker girl.
Did you hear that
Loudspeaker
announcement?
Mom. Yeah, I know. It was pretty
Love you,
funny.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Her mom's one of the caretakers around, just constantly using the loudspeaker.
I know. So she got us to, I guess she was like mad about us following her or something. So she got her mom to tell us to go away.
Yikes, man! Those Mall Goths really hold a grudge, right?
And then she exploded. Yeah, manure everywhere. So now I have
Who
to find
does
something
that?
else to wear.
Look at who does that to people.
Yeah,
Frigga tried to kill her.
seriously.
It was
I didn't
sad.
try and kill anybody. I was just
You didn't?
no. I just had my spear out. That's all.
You were so mad.
Well, they were hiding. And
You guys
listening
were
to
just
us.
like taking charge.
I
Like
was
both of you
just-
were taking charge.
Yeah, we were just
and-
taking charge of the situation.
Well,
That's
no,
right.
and I felt left out. Like, why was I even there? Like, why was I even?
What?
Why was I even? Like, all of this was happening. Like, we were talking to Everett. Everything was okay, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. And
Because
Rachel.
Rachel's
Because
beeper went off.
Rachel ruins everything.
She doesn't like when you call her Rachel, okay?
It's because she has.
Do you like Rachel? You like Rachel?
I'm sorry we made you feel left out. I'm sorry, okay?
I'm sorry that you're sad. I didn't mean. I didn't. This is hard.
Feelings are stupid.
Stupid.
Gods are stupid. The end of the world is so stupid.
In the world, is like,
The end of the world.
everybody's crying.
Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods. The giants fighting.
We-
And that chainmail's gonna look cute on you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go put it on
attention with a
now. So I'm gonna go put on this outfit. Thanks.
You like find some towel underneath and be like, just don't leave any footprints.
I'm trying. Not. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Brick and Mortal.
So Onyx is just like dragging Ember through the store
Yeah.
Yep.
to all of her favorite like places. Mm-hmm. And she stops where there's like a bunch of wires and cables and stuff. And she starts like, she pulls out her duct tape and she starts just like braiding them and like taping them together. And just kind of like crafting on the spot. With all of the materials just like in the store.
Slowly katamariing a craft.
Yes. And she's Ember, what did
It's not your fault, okay? Like, they were being so mean.
they were being so mean and like do you think I have like any chance with Vera? Like, what does this even mean?
Wait.
And she shows them the note.
Wait, you like Vera? Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. That
Her hair's just like so cool.
I know it's a problem, okay? It's not fair that she has such nice hair, and of course you like her.
Do you want me to do
But
your
she's a
hair? I can do
Visigoth.
your hair.
Hold on. First of all, I can't read this. It's Visigoth. What do you?
Can't read it either. What do you-
Ancient Gothic.
The note is entirely in runes for the people who
Yeah,
following at
actually.
home.
Actually, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, what I wrote is not in.
No.
That's in English.
But the reply is entirely in runic.
I just thought it would be funny if I wrote something that was really sincere and heartfelt and you had no idea what on earth it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly where we are right now.
Onyx wrote it in Times New Roman. Good night, everybody.
Wow.
I have some hurt feelings.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, do you think she, like...
Okay. Setting aside the fact that she's a Visigoth, which is so uncool.
It's, like, so weird, right? But, like...
A little, but like, look, okay, you're my friend, and I care about you.
Thank you.
And-
I care about you, too.
Aw. I think, if she's into you, like, who wouldn't be? I mean, you're amazing, okay?
You think I'm amazing?
Yeah. Who else could make a duct tape that?
Whatever that is.
Whatever that is. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I feel way better.
Yeah.
I'm like, why didn't you tell me that you wanted me to do your hair? I would have done your hair anytime.
Well, I wasn't feeling good about it, you know? Like, I thought if it's not good enough on its own, then like,
But
really
like-
is the point.
But like, I put all kind of crap in my hair.
You do? I thought you just like woke up like that.
I don't grow plastic out of my head.
Yeah, you got like she's got
the
like
plastic
Cat
hairs.
5
Yeah,
cables.
So like, I walk around the store a bit more, and I'm
You,
just like,
you put like the light bright strips that
Yeah.
go into like the shoes. You put
Yeah.
them into
Oh
like
my God,
hair
I used to
barrettes.
have plastic hair. It was the best.
and so I'm just like grabbing everything that I put in my own hair and like stuffing it in my bag.
Yeah.
And then I also have this like giant contraption that I've crafted.
Yeah.
And just my bag's like overflowing. And then I like drag Ember back
Are you
up.
gonna buy anything from Amanda?
No.
Okay. Remember, Amanda's best friends with someone with they're still Raven.
So I'll grab
Oh
Amanda
yeah, right.
is best friends with Nocturne, who's
I'm gonna
sexist.
grab like some of the hair stuff and like pay for it, but not
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I'm also gonna
It looks less like you're stealing if you buy something.
yeah. And then I'm also gonna give her the giant thing that I just crafted.
Can she
Yeah.
see you?
Oh, she can see you now because
Okay.
I think after both of that, if you want to clear one of your her
Okay.
feelings after the both of you opening up like that, like absolutely.
I don't think I'm quite as ultra hort anymore.
I think your mom's still
Just horn.
super
I'm
embarrassed.
still
Oh, yeah,
super
yes.
embarrassed.
Yeah, you're never
embarrassing.
gonna lay that down. So then Amanda is kind of like half awake when you are like, "Hey, I heard your mom on the PA."
Yeah, you did. Oh my goodness, she's the worst, isn't she?
So, any closer to finding Raven?
I actually like wanted to kind of ask you about that.
Ah,
So like, I mean, like we're tight, right? Like, and she just kind of slides the craft that she made towards her.
yeah. Don't make me. You know, I look the other way.
I know you-
If she takes the stuff, but also she's got like plastic bits in her hair that you've made.
Yeah.
But like your fashion aesthetic is helping to make God is Gay really get noticed. So like it doesn't matter if you're stealing from the store because she's going to get signed by a record deal any day now. So it's so there's this mutual agreement. Just she kind of takes whatever like crossword puzzle or something that she was working on. She just kind of folds it and leans in. Okay, fine. You know what I heard?
What did you hear?
So Zamina, right?
Yeah.
Over at Big Disc Energy. She's at some party last night. And then she says, while she was closing up shop before, she was staying late, she sees some hooded figure and a horse go by.
Your vision.
Told you.
What?
I believed
you already know
you.
this? Well, then why am I telling you anything?
No.
Right,
because
no,
we don't
no,
want
it's
to.
fine.
No.
I'll just take
We
this.
just had a vision, and like
A real one this time.
But we need like details. Like visions are fuzzy.
So they're riding by on a white pony down the middle of the hallway, right? And Raven is tied to the back of the horse. But she is convinced that Trevor put LSD in her drink and she just hallucinated the whole thing. So I don't know if any of
No.
that's going to be real.
It's totally
Sounds
true.
like you're having a time. So that's what I heard.
Do you like? I'd hate to gossip, but like, do you know if Fatima was involved at all in this?
Well, I don't know Fatima, but she works at the same. So Zamina saw the horse
right.
going in the direction of the Hypergirl rink.
All right.
That's where Fatima works. So if you've got that name, maybe Zamina didn't hallucinate everything.
I don't think she hallucinated everything. I'm just saying.
Metaphor works in mysterious ways.
Man,
It does.
you could at least try and act like you're not stealing half the store.
No. I just have half the store in my bag. I was gonna buy these. How much for these?
She just kind of just how much you got?
So I have like $25, but I was like hoping to save some of it because like I kind of wanted to buy Vera a Orange Julius tonight.
$10 and you come to my show tomorrow night.
Oh, of course. I
Your
wouldn't
show's
miss
tomorrow
it.
night? Oh.
Ember, are you free?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we wouldn't miss it.
No. I will still be
Dope.
there.
And she just there's a trade, there's an exchange, gives you a flyer.
I love your band. You guys are the coolest.
The person who runs Brick and Mortal is just got terrible inventory management. So, someone's cooking the books.
Well, they overcharge for all their stuff, so that takes care
It balances
of it.
out.
Yeah.
So a bit of a recovery between encounters, but we're getting close to the end of the day. And there's only enough time to visit one more store before everything's going to close down for the skate. So you've collected some information along the way. You've heard of stories. You've got all you need. As you're both leaving from Ace of Mace and you're leaving from Brick and Mortal, where do we see you two groups heading to before the stores close down?
I don't know if we can go into the roller rink right now.
Oh yeah, everything's open.
Oh, we can? Okay, cool.
They're just going to be closing all the other shops at 8:00 to let people to attend the party. But there's already some people that are showing up early. People have already gotten, ahead of the match. There's some, kids that are there before they're closing down for the 16 plus event. And it's all, it's still operating. Yeah. But then there's posters being like, it's kind of like going to bowling and then they have glow in the dark bowling where you can bowl all day, but then they shut the lights off and everything goes black light. That's what's going to be happening. It's going to be like glow in the dark roller skating with a Halloween theme, and people are encouraged to dress up, and it's, you get to skate for free if you have a costume, all that kind of thing. So it's, there's this, it's something where you need to be seen. You can't miss it because it only happens once a year. And so it's a big deal at the Hypergirl roller rink, but right now it's just open as usual. No one's exploded a poop bomb in this store.
There is still time.
So I guess that's
so
our
if you
calling.
wanted, if you wanted to go there, yeah, nothing's gonna stop you. And where are you heading?
That was also where we wanted to head to.
So both of you. So looking at where everything is on the store,
We're closer.
Yeah, definitely.
you're closer. You went down to the other floor.
Yeah, we're on the lower floor right now.
So as you come up the escalators, Mall Goths, you see the Visigoths. You just see like the tail end of Vera's cloak and the gold cloak of the
Ultra Gothist cloak with the new chainmail accoutrements. And
Yes.
just like swoop in. You are always able to show up to costume parties because they think you're always in costume, which is kind of a problem, but also gets you in free, so you're not going to complain about it. And that you're on the far end. They're already there. They've gone in before you.
We should have dressed like Mall Goths for Halloween.
Do you think we should still go, right? Like, we've got to get to the bottom of this.
We have to find out, even if
Clock's
they're there.
ticking. They're going to show that you've got less than an hour before Raven's going to be paraded in front of everyone as a Visigoth.
What if Raven's just being a Visigoth for Halloween?
do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Wouldn't that be weird? It would be so weird. It would
All
just
right.
be, like,
So all
really
five of
strange.
you are in this scene together. What are you doing?
Right now,
You've arrived first.
Ultragoth is just wondering to the other Visigoths if Raven's just actually being a Visigoth for Halloween. And wouldn't that be embarrassing
that
for
be
all
ironic?
of us? But I think what we're probably going to do is probably going to try and stop Mall Goth from doing anything, causing any problems.
I would like to use my my once a day power if I could.
Ooh. What is your once a day power?
My once a day power, without rolling, write a forged note and the recipient will believe it's authentic.
Dun dun dun.
I would like to write a note for the person at the front, at the cashier of the roller rink that is from Rachel's mom.
Oh, I thought you were going to write a note from Raven.
No. So I wanted a note to Rachel from her mom saying, meet me down in the caretaker room urgently.
Oh, okay.
And that if you see Raven to give it to her right away. So that's the note I would like to pass to the cashier.
So you arrive into there's Lakshmi and there's Fatima. Lakshmi, rollerblade punk with pink ponytail, muscular, covered in tattoos, best friends with Fatima. Fatima, neon blue hijab and neon athletic tracksuit, best friends with Lakshmi. Also the strongest debater in the Model Congress. Yeah. So which one are you passing the note to?
To Lakshmi.
To Lakshmi. So you hand this note for Rachel from her mom.
Yes.
I mean, like, I'm not a mailbox.
I know, but they're on to us.
They What have you three done?
No. Rachel's mom just asked to give it to you. Yeah. In case she shows up.
Rachel,
Of course she's going to show up. Everyone's showing up.
Rachel set off a bomb.
Yeah, she set off a shit bomb.
What does that even mean?
Literally a shit bomb.
Literally a bomb of shit.
Swearing a lot?
No, she blew up
The
the bin.
of manure.
The crap bin.
In the pony show. In the pony store. With all the kids there.
And she takes
Kids
the note like,
screaming.
yeah, all right, yeah, I'll pass it on to her.
Yeah. Obviously her mom's mad at her. Wouldn't you be? Come on.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, I'll send it to her when I. And that's when you walk in the door. Oh, look, there.
Yeah.
Pass it.
Yeah.
Why do I have to
Oh, it's
do
these
this?
dweebs.
Oh.
And we just run away.
Laxmi's always one to speak her mind, is what it says. So she's just saying it out loud, like, "Why am I doing your work for you?"
Wait, what work are you doing?
These Visigoths, they've got a note from your mom. They're passing it on to me to pass on to you
They have a
because
note?
you blew up a shit bomb. Anyway, she's probably super pissed, and I wouldn't be surprised
Oh,
if it's telling you can't come to the skate.
Fuck. So I like open the note and I
There,
read
my
it.
job's done. And she goes to start polishing up some skates.
Fuck, Amber, what the fuck do I do?
Your mom can wait. Our friend is in danger.
Are you sure?
Life
my
or
mom's
death.
gonna kill me. Are you sure?
I think she's gonna do that anyway. Let's be
I
honest.
did put a shit bomb off, didn't I?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh no.
If you're going to push through this, I'm just going to add in the complication of it will hurt your feelings.
Uh-huh.
So you stay, but you can't fight. So you'll have to think of other avenues of
avenues.
destruction.
You'll feel more guilty for blowing off your mom.
I'm totally gonna feel so guilty for blowing off my mom.
And then even if you find out it is a fake, that hurt feeling will just become anger for you making you think that you were going to blow off your mom. So it's still hurt
You
feelings.
made me feel guilty for blowing off my mom. I'm gonna beat you up.
I'm gonna feel hurt about it.
I'm gonna feel mad.
I feel so guilty right now. And I'm like also kind of concerned that maybe like if I don't go see my mom now, then maybe I'll like extra not be able to go to the roller dance and then I'll like not get to
You'll be the
spend
only
any
one.
time with Vera.
And then you won't be able to go to the concert tomorrow. Like if you
I
get
know,
grounded
right?
now, it's
Super
really going to
grounded.
like affect your whole social life.
It's gonna be
Forever.
so bad.
You're welcome.
So I am just gonna like cruise the perimeter and like be, the Visigoth conqueror that I am. So I'm just gonna make sure that I'm patrolling to make sure there are no Mall Goth problems.
Roller skates are approximately a horse, right?
They're like little horses
They're
with
like
wheels.
little horses.
They're like you ride two of them.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if they want to give me roller skates, I can go on them.
You got little roller skates with like horse motif.
Yeah,
drawn
they're
into the
little
side.
wings
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just kind of like I've learned to roller skate in
Yeah,
a
some
year.
Bee Gees playing in the background.
So I kind of like roll by and stare at the Mall Goths.
I'm feeling like
You're not pumping. You're
You
just going. You're gliding.
glide
Staring.
past and stare.
Okay, you just because all you can do is push off the wall, and then you just kind of like are on wheelies, just like
I
intimidated.
learned okay. I can't stop though.
Yeah.
So I can run into
Just go
walls.
wall to wall.
Yeah, I can.
You're
I
like-
don't
you're
know
like-
how to stop.
You're more playing Breakout.
Yeah, exactly. I can skate, but I can't stop.
in your armor now. You're like your
Yeah,
chainmail that you
chainmail.
bought from Ace of
Yeah.
Base.
You have a lot of momentum.
Yes, I'm very fast.
I feel like we're probably a couple years too early for roller derby, but I feel like Ultra Gotha would be super into roller derby.
Oh yeah,
Roller
yeah.
derby was a thing in the
was
mid
around.
It
for
was?
sure.
All right.
Oh, roller
Yeah.
derby goes
Yeah.
back to the 70s.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like
Okay,
pro
good.
wrestling.
It's just going-
It kind of had a moment in the
It was a
90s
bit
too, so.
Okay.
exploitive in the 70s and 80s,
Yeah.
Right.
but in the way like it was handled like women's wrestling on skates.
Right.
It's having a revival
And then its
now.
revival today was taking this very campy sideshow of roller derby and turning it into something to be kind of handled.
What's funny is mostly I know trans women that are in roller derby for the most part.
Yeah.
Because they're badasses.
But like,
anyway.
if you think American Gladiators is big on TV right now, and there's
and
a lot
roller
of
games too.
and there's a lot of like roller derby influence in American Gladiators in that they're taking that kind of pro wrestling mentality but to gymnastics. So
See,
it's
there you go, Ultra Goth.
so
could be
if
a
anyone
wrestler, too.
like Lakshmi with the pink ponytail always speaks their mind but has a bit of a daredevil streak and always results in bizarre injuries is just ahead of the derby curve. But it's also Hyper Girl GRRRRL.
Yeah.
So it's roller rink. So this place
Riot
is
Girl.
Yeah,
roller
yeah.
rink.
Yeah, the place is like, it's
Sure.
not playing Bee Gees. What the fuck? It's playing like some fucking girl punk.
L7.
Yeah,
L7.
L7 in the
Bee
background.
Gees, yeah.
It's
Everything
playing
on the wall is
Hole,
just got like anarchy
Courtney
signs
Love, yeah.
and
Kitty.
yeah, it's-
Kitty, yeah.
Everything's just like pink
Miss Kitty.
and anarchy and just like death cats.
Does everybody tune it down sometimes with some Lilith Fair or?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
You
for
need a
sure.
slow dance.
Slow dance,
Yeah, you need to have the
that's
slow dance
the
moment.
snowball moments. When
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
You got your note, and
Ultra Gotha loves it here. This
Yeah.
is their favorite place in the mall.
yeah, when the strobe lights turn on, it's almost like you're teleporting.
Yeah.
It's like being in the heart of battle on wheels.
I love this music.
Battle wheels.
This is the best place ever.
When someone shows you the movie Rollerball, you're gonna lose your mind.
Ultra Goth is like, who are these women screaming?
Full contact.
They're
roller
L7.
skating.
They're amazing. More women screaming with guitars, please.
What do you do, Mall Goths?
I just like looked at Ember. I'm like, what do we do?
People are showing up now, and like some of the other stores in the mall are closing down early, and the crowd's starting to build up as they're getting ready for the Halloween. Now the actual event has not started, but you're like you're
down to the
You're
wire.
down to the wire now.
We gotta.
We need to talk to
gather our
Fatima.
people.
We need to talk to Fatima. Okay, you go
We gather
first.
our people.
And she like
and pushes
Ember in.
All right.
Yeah. So
I'm gathering our people. I'm gathering the greatest of the warriors of the Visigoths.
I sort of kind of want to find Raven and find out whether he really wants to join us or not. Kind of thing. It's like, is he convinced of how sweet we are, how amazing it would be to join our whole clan?
Who couldn't be convinced of how amazing it is to be a Come on. Look at us. Look
He
at
might
them.
not be worthy.
Come on. Oh, well, apparently someone who thought he was worthy. That's a good question. Who came up with this idea?
Can we ask Fatima who hired her?
Or maybe we need to question some Visigoths in this situation. Who's like the lead Visigoth in this? Is there anyone like in charge or anything?
I mean, the most intimidating, true, dyed-in-the-wool Visigoth in this entire mall is Volfi from Theodosius, Lemon Theodosius.
And did they come over? Or?
They haven't arrived yet, but like they have pledged their undying loyalty to the Visigoths, and they only speak in Gothic, though. So it makes it very hard to understand what Ija are talking about.
But we could talk to
You
yeah.
could, yeah.
Yeah. So we need to talk to Wolfie when they come over and figure out, like,
We've done our job.
well, we did do our
We
job.
tried.
We did do our job. I mean, like, it's starting.
Maybe we should, so, again, speaking out of character, maybe what we need to do is run interference. Like, I'm pretty sure that if I tried my hardest to distract Onyx, that she will be busy.
As you see the Onyx pushing Ember into Fatima.
you should do
Fatima
I push.
gets knocked over.
Yeah.
I mean, like, sup? What do you
What?
want?
Do the whip move
Listen.
to get you into the middle.
Like, flung into the middle of the
We're on to
roller.
you. Okay, we talked to your Visigoth friends.
So you could play an embarrassing trait.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to boost your.
Oh, you want a
Oh,
distraction?
can I play embarrassing?
If you want to give a
of
plus
course.
3 to a person who's trying to do something to run interference,
I absolutely do.
while Onyx or Ember is about to talk to Fatima and get the truth.
I go to the DJ booth where the microphone is, and I start quoting.
Now you
from
can
Plato.
also play your embarrassing move to give yourself a +3 to counteract the
Poetry
+3.
slam!
Poetry
Poetry
slam. This can happen. Like, do you have something that you've written for Fatima for just such a moment?
Oh boy, I could wing it.
Even worse. I love
So you're
it.
about to talk to Fatima, and all of a sudden it's like,
In the words of Plato, it's going down. I challenge you to the best slam poetry here and now.
Well, if you insist, whips out poetry notebook.
I'm going to challenge you for that notebook. If I win, I get the notebook.
There's this pause and like Ember goes even paler.
And if you win, I'll say that you wrote the purity test.
I thought that was written anonymously.
No,
Something in the background.
Amber, we get Raven back.
I gotta do this.
No.
Onyx?
We get Raven back.
No, you always told me my poetry was really good.
We're gonna win this.
Onyx?
You're gonna win this.
So I think I can do
for
this.
Raven, for us, for my love for Vera.
So
Did you just say that you love me?
I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I did. Maybe I did.
So if Ember wins, you get Raven, but if the charlatan wins, you get the poetry
The whole
book.
book.
Yes.
All of it.
Can we
Shut
promise that?
You don't have Raven. You don't have Raven to offer.
That's not my job.
That sounds like someone else's problem.
That's what I said to him. Greg, can we promise that? You better win this or Wolfie's gonna kill you.
I got this.
All right.
I don't got this.
I'm just
You got this, Ember. You got this.
Now Ultra Gotha is going to stand by the door and wait for Wolfie to intercept and figure out what's going on. Hopefully before we give away Raven. Without knowing where
You don't even know where Raven is.
Where Raven
no
is.
idea.
Raven is probably in the Hypergirl roller rink right now. We just don't know where.
Probably in
they're
the back
stuffed.
somewhere.
I wrote down at the beginning of this game where they are, and whoever gets that information gets this card before the other team. So I'm going to write it in more legible handwriting now that I made that.
All we have to do is stall them, so.
I'm really good at theft. I could try and steal Raven.
We had
Yes.
one job.
I
I'm
could
doing
try
my
and steal
job.
him.
You had one job, Visigoths.
That's what I'll do.
Incidentally, I can use my once per game thing to help you with stealing something.
I am going to try and do that. You guys throw down while the distraction is happening. I will try and steal Raven.
Amazing.
I don't know if you can steal a human being, but I'm going to attempt to do so.
Yeah, my ability is once per day.
Well, it would be like you're basically rolling to just rifle and turn this place over as you're trying to outpace
Yep.
the Mall Goths to find Raven before the Mall Goths find Raven.
Well, that's what I'm going to do while they're doing it, and Joan may be able to
Now,
help me
if
with
you
that.
can get a word in with Fatima, they might know the exact location. But right now, it seems we're having a poetry
Yes.
slam.
Yes, we heard.
If Fatima still thinks that Raven is here, though, then that works in our favor because they'll, once they get it a spill, the information's going to be wrong. It buys us more time.
I have the exact location of Raven written on this index card. Whoever wins that information first, the team will get the drop.
Okay. So once per day without rolling, I can carve runic graffiti on a store wall, and nobody will see my stealing from that store. Can I use this so that it works on somebody else instead of me?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
It's kind of written as for the runecaster.
Okay.
So, I mean, Wolfie's a master runecaster, could probably do whatever.
In that case, there's probably a different thing that I have in mind for this, and we'll see if an opportunity comes up for that later.
Yeah. I don't want to say no either. Like, I almost want to just respond with default yes. So, but I really want to see how this slam fight
Yeah, let's go.
plays out.
Too.
Yep.
Master hands the mic over.
No,
moment.
the actual dice rolls, I think, are happening with Ultra Gotha and Onyx. And the two of you are adding the bonuses
embarrassing.
by being embarrassing.
Wait,
Yes.
but I thought I couldn't roll dice because I'm like super hurt about
can't.
everything.
So you're just
Correct.
rolling with 3. It's a 0 plus 3.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And I got
Unless you work out your
8,
feelings real
9,
fast.
10,
Is it
so I've
possible-
got 11.
Is it possible that when I try to run interference, that winds up actually tanking it for our team?
Unless Vera, unless you're able to help Onyx's feelings right now to help her to clear that up just enough for that dice roll.
We almost had a moment.
I think it's more exciting
Onyx
if
is
I
really
mess it up for the
embarrassing.
Visigoths.
Onyx is super embarrassed by everything right now, right?
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed.
Because what was the second one you just picked up again?
I picked up
Oh,
guilty.
it was embarrassed because of your mother. You got mother issues.
I've got a lot of other issues.
So, okay, here's a bit of an out there idea. I don't know if you're going to be okay with it or not.
Is this out of character?
Yes, at the moment. The idea would be that in Ace of Mace, there might have been some fashion weaponry and fashion armor that's kind of leathery and maybe a little dominatrixy. And I might have actually, if you sort of rewind, where I put my rune on that, and pulled out something that's like a leather mommy dom outfit type of thing. And if you've got mommy issues,
apparently I do.
I think I do now too.
Yeah, that seems to be going around.
Yeah, I'm game for this.
so the question is, which one of us puts it on? Do you wind up sort of adopting the mommy role and sort of overcoming it that way? Or is it the reverse?
I mean, I know how to tie some pretty good knots.
I think, yeah. So what'll happen instead is that, okay, I'm sufficiently confused and dissociated at this point that I don't actually remember why I have this. And
you're still seeing visions of Ragnarok.
And you also just heard me say that I love you
Yes.
to Ember.
you're alive, Freya. There's so little time left.
Freya? I mean, most people call me Onyx, but if that's what you want to call me, I'm okay with that.
It might be like a Visigothic pet name. You don't know. It's.
Can I hear this? Because I can dive in with.
I don't think anyone's hiding anything.
So I've got the microphone in my hand, and
You're saying on the microphone, "Can I hear this?"
Yeah, is this happening? So Ember's going to use their once a day power without rolling. They can ask someone an emotional question, and they must answer with their true feelings.
This is perfect.
And so Ember is going to look at Vera and say, "So, a very important question. My friend really likes you. So, do you like Onyx, or do you?" like
in front of like an audience,
in front of like the
people,
whole
like all the skaters have just rolled to a stop. Like, who got the DJ mic?
What's even happening right now?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ultra Goth is like, great.
Yeah. And what did you roll?
I rolled a 14
with that +3 included.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So meanwhile, this is all happening for Onyx's benefit to get you into the competition.
And she's opening doors.
I think my answer is going to be wordless. I am going to genuflect in front
the skater's
of someone who I
heart,
see
like
as
the
being
sea.
a goddess and lay the rig out in front of me
Everybody's like,
and put my forehead to the ground.
oh, the
Sarah
girls.
McLachlan has just come up on the DJ.
Yes.
All the girls and all these go. Oh,
I don't know, no one's ever shown such interest in me before, and I must not be that embarrassing if someone as cool as Vera feels this way about me.
maybe you're not sexually confused anymore.
I'm also not at all sexually confused. I'm very clear on what would happen.
This is the most clarity you have had all day.
I take a little bit of rope out of my bag and just kind of put it on the pile that we've been
And I will lay my wrists across the rope.
and I just kind of gently touch them and go, let's do this soon.
What's even happening?
Okay, so
Yes, girl.
roll 2d6.
Thank you, Ember. I owe you so much.
I'm always here for you.
Now go find Raven. And get down to the slam battle.
So I rolled a 14, but
Oh,
I
wow.
don't
It's a tie.
know-
It escalates.
No. Sorry. I rolled a 10.
Yeah.
And I don't know what do I add to it? If
So
anything?
what are your skills? Do you have a +1? 2?
Can I add my rigging skill to this?
How? As long as you
No.
If it results in a 14, we have to make it happen.
No, I would only
I
result
kind
in
of
a
really
12.
wanted it to be a 14.
No,
then you
I'm
both
sorry.
bought
I
it.
misread it.
But she can add her the 3.
Yeah, you get
Yeah, so it
the
would be
3 from the help. So
13
that's a
then.
13. But what are your other? You've got 3 skills.
I
right?
do. I have costuming +3, pyrotechnics +2, and repelling and rigging +2.
Yeah. So unless you were like Mission Impossibling off of the ceiling, which is a movie that came out this year.
It's true.
Ultra Goth is still one step ahead of you then.
Yeah.
But only one.
This kind of took some time. So by the time you get it, like right, Raven, but then you rolled a 13, but it's fine. So you're going to be too late. I'm Ultra Goth. That there's Raven's location in this store.
That's a facial expression.
I will describe.
Oh dear.
Yes.
That was my facial expression. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Also, though, we haven't had.
Silenced with duct tape and handcuffed with fuzzy pink cuffs.
And as soon as this finishes, then the crowd starts to go slam, jam, slam, jam,
slam, jam, slam, jam. So
slam, jam,
and this is it. That's you see the duct tape and the fuzzy pink, the fuzzy pink cuffs, and you now know exactly where Raven is. And everyone else is going slam, jam, slam, jam. But with the 13, Onyx is going to also find the location. That was a not insignificant number. A lot of people came through and helped, including one of your own, to get Onyx on the board. So Onyx is going to learn the location of Raven after you very soon, unless there's some
movement.
Unless something else in this situation changes. And meanwhile, it's almost 8 o'clock and a hooded figure has entered in with the rest of the group, getting ready for the... and they're also making their way towards your location.
But we still haven't had the poetry yet.
Slam, jam, slam, jam, slam, jam, slam, jam, slam, jam, slam, jam. And then Space Jam, which also came out this year, starts playing in the background. Welcome to the jam!
Beautiful. All right, listen, you Visigoths. You tried to outmaneuver us, but you ended up getting manureous. Your eyes are glazed like donuts, and you don't even have a hole. It's not supposed to be good poetry.
This is his disadvantage.
So
This is embarrassing
clapping,
trait.
right?
And then I was like, yeah. Then like,
Don't get it.
okay.
It's deep.
Yeah.
It must be deep. It must be deep.
It's real deep.
Donuts.
I bet for the whole journal of this.
The journal is going
There's
to be
so much more.
It's just incoherent scribblings.
What you said makes you a creep. Why don't you just go back to being a sheep? Ooh. If I had the muscles, I'd toth, but I don't have to. You're a Mall Goth. If we were back in Roman days...
What?
They'd cheer for me! And I'd be eaten by a lion. But I'd be proud even as I was dying.
Ooh.
Okay.
As Cicero once said to Plato, this is done. Give it up, yo. Maybe we could co-author something.
Ultra Gotha, what are you doing as in order of events? Onyx, the hooded figure, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
No pressure.
I don't know. Can I move this bin?
Yeah.
Can I just pick him up and like, carry him somewhere else?
You're super strong.
I just pick up the whole bin, just slam the lid down, and just pick up the whole bin and carry it somewhere else. Just carry the whole bin like just out onto the floor and like over to these guys.
Oh, over to stand on it for the victory.
Yeah, just over to these
podium,
guys.
like an apple
I'm
box,
just like
like an apple crate.
I'm just carrying it out like it's a beer crate. Yeah, like it's just beer.
Yeah.
And like the music is still loud and everything like that. So it's like they probably can't hear. So I'm like, it's like a 2-4.
And so you can't hear the muffled noises underneath it because there's too much thump, 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 thump. And
although sometimes the box probably like kind of jumps in her hand.
So the hooded figure comes up, Wolfie, and the hood comes off. And in Gothic, it's like, "You have done well, sister." And then grabs has like all of the.
Why are we doing this? In Gothic.
And it's just like underneath the cloak pulls out just like like the full suit of armor.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just like just put this on. Let's show them.
But why? Why?
We have to speak their language. They know only embarrassment.
Is this going to embarrass him? Really?
It will destroy him. Like fire in her eyes, and the flames come up. And almost like the whole room just kind of gets darker.
If you're sure, okay. Let's do this. All right.
This is what crushing your enemies means.
Is it sure?
In this context.
Yes, it will destroy him. I think Ultra Goth is thinking Wolfie is still too caught up in the Visigoth mindset to understand that the Goths probably won't care that much about any of this.
I mean, Raven might have to go into hiding for a couple days.
But it's dying of embarrassment. It's not really like the Visigoths who would be like, "This is my eternal shame."
Wolfie heard the phrase "dying of embarrassment" and took it literally. They will die of embarrassment. It is their only weakness and their only way to be destroyed. If they are embarrassed, they will die where they stand.
Also, I think he doesn't realize this is a sitcom, and next episode everything's going to be reset to
I'm
status
just like,
quo. So.
When Wolfie kind of explains that, I'm like, Wolfie, you know we have expressions in our language that don't mean like literally what they mean. Do you understand that? Like
Okay.
when we say,
Whose side are you?
Once again, just the two of you, I just want you to roll against each other just
Yeah.
to see if Onyx is able to rescue Raven while you're confused with Wolfie.
well, I'm trying to explain to Wolfie.
Chitaven is the only real Visigoth, and he's a Roman.
7.
No, I got 6.
Oh no.
So while this is going on, you can't rescue Raven, but you are going to hear the boom, 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 boom from underneath as he's just kicking the inside of the box.
But you can see, I guess you can probably are like, oh my God, it's Ultra Goth and Wolfie who are both terrifying. And looking like more and more scary.
Wolfie is essentially all three of the classes rolled into one character.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a
And,
runecaster, conqueror,
yeah.
everything. Charlatan, everything.
And we're speaking Gothic to each other, which sounds awful.
I have
The
no
DJ
idea
is
what's
having
going
to
on.
work in some like
Rocket
Gothic garbage garage band, Gothic garage band music peppered in with the other music because
So we're talking like Alien Sex Fiend, or
There's like a Gothic Visigoth band that
it's just
started
like
up
some
in
like
the past year.
harpsichordy,
There's
other
Gregorian chants.
modern
Medieval
instruments.
babes or something. I don't know.
okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Chorus Korvax.
Not only are both of them terrifying, like Ember's all the way over there. I can't even like rely on them to go with me to go save Raven.
No, I'm crying and handing over a notebook of my most precious thoughts.
Well, I don't even
And
have
I'm
these guys.
ripping the pages one by one in front of
Savage.
Brutal.
Wow.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
Oh, right, hurt feelings.
I just.
And
that's-
you also write hurt feelings.
There's so many hurt
you.
feelings.
It's better than mine.
So envious, I guess.
Envious for sure.
Destroy
Well-
the evidence of the greater mind.
Let's destroy her enemies. I say to Wolfie. I didn't pull the guy.
like-
I pull
Like, there's
Raven
no way
out.
to show that Wolfie's wrong without.
No,
actually
I
showing.
mean, I can try and explain it to Wolfie, or I can just do it. And you know what? This is the way we do things. So I'm with Wolfie, Team Wolfie. So I pull Raven out, and Ultra Goth and Wolfie will just dress him up and Visigoth.
slap, drop the just over the head, drape,
Exactly.
helmet.
And if Onyx tries to interfere, I'll try to interfere. Get
stop.
He already's in skates,
Let him
so
go.
he's
Yeah.
just pushed out
We
into
just-
the roller
It's okay.
rink.
Yeah, we just roll
We
him
don't need
out.
any of the
And
others.
he's handcuffed underneath the armor, so he can't do anything. And everyone else is just kind of spinning him and laughing and pushing him. And he can't do anything. He's got no arms. It's underneath the armor.
Even the Mall Goths probably are doing.
Oh yeah, everyone is just
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Requiem's there and is laughing because like
Right.
Poser
Poser after all.
and everyone, is it all the other people you've met except for Everett, who's probably still cleaning up the Jotun adventure, but all the other characters are there, and they're like, Raven's kind of being pushed out of the Mall Goth circle of the clique, right? It's like, look at you, like you got captured by the Visigoths, you went to go see Happy Gilmore, you're probably a poser, like what are you anyways? Why don't you just go play your DJ at your prep clubs?
I'm the Ultra Goth is watching this and I'm like, maybe Wolfie is right. Actually, maybe Wolfie was correct about this. Good job, Wolfie.
Then you look and like there's like a spiraling tornado where Wolfie was standing and it's just gone. Back to the Theodosius lemonade stand.
There goes our ride.
And like a little burned rune in the
goes our
ground
ride.
where they teleported away.
Yeah, we got to keep him. He's got a car.
I guess we could ask your mom if she can take us home.
I mean, like, she'd be super excited if. Oh shit, maybe not. Maybe she heard about the bomb, the ship bomb. She might not be so excited to take us home.
All of a sudden, over on the speaker, you hear like a stop and then like, Rachel, it's past your curfew. Yeah, I need you to come home now. You're not allowed. Oh no, she just comes right into the roller rink.
Oh no!
And because note or no note, you're absolutely right. She would be absolutely pissed off when she hears what you've done. And it's like,
wasn't visible at the time though.
Yeah, but now word's gotten around. You've been yelling it out.
We were telling everyone.
We've been bragging
You've
about
been
it.
yelling it out in the roller rink, going, "She let off a literal shit bomb." So in comes Mama Rachel.
Oh, and of course you're with someone you're not supposed to be hanging out with.
Being like, of course he would be the cause of, or she. Oh, of course Ember would be the cause of all this. You shouldn't be around this kind of trouble. Come with me, little one. We're going home right now.
And what's your middle name? Because we will hear that now.
I'm going to grip the leather hard enough to make that sound that leather makes when you sort of twist it a little bit. That sort of
That
creaking
might
sound
be
a
the
little bit.
next adventure is dealing with. We got to talk about Rachel's mom.
we got to talk about Rachel's mom.
So yeah, it's like Rachel, Cassandra Meadows. What do you think you're doing here? And
her name is Onyx. As the eyeliner's just like running down.
that's the name of our second adventure. Her name is Onyx. And it's like a rescue mission. Because you're being kept in the custodial office and then rescue you.
And now we have to do it because she's
Visigoths and or Mall Goths.
yeah.
A forbidden love.
That's Visigoths versus Mall Goths.
Well, that's what it is.
With all of its
Yay.
weirdness, we made it through our day in the mall. Come back next time. This game is still in Kickstarter for the next 72 hours. The Kickstarter comes with the 6 classes that we mentioned today, as well as full descriptions of all the stores, which we didn't even cut half of. All of the clerks and all of their messy background interconnected stories that you can go to. It comes with pre-written adventures as well as instructions on how to create your own as you go. I mean, we could have just followed off of our secrets and our relationships and seen which stores we go to and just follow the drama and see what happens. I mean, yes, we were trying to save Raven, but a lot of crap that happened today, including the crap, was organic to our story. Yeah. So, and it was organic. It was definitely 100% organic. Yep, crap.
Very organic.
Go check the notes.
Certified fresh.
Join in, help Lucian make this game the success it really deserves to be. It's fun to play tabletop games that aren't combat oriented, that aren't that kind of, even Powered by Apocalypse games that I've been playing lately, where they fall into that very questy experience mode. Those are fun to play. This is also fun too, and that kind of melodrama nonsense. It's good. It kind of was reminding me a little bit of like Monster Hearts and getting under your skin and just like getting into just like, man, our feelings are just as messy as our lives. And so anyway, that's it. So go check it out. I've been your mall rat. While this plays out, and you're dragged out by your mom, Onyx, and Raven is captured by the Visigoths and converted and pushed all around and inducted into their society. And Wolfie returns back to the lemonade stand. There's the mall rat out by the water fountain as the lights are being turned off, eating the last Cinnabon, going, telling you everything I've just said right now about like, come back next time. And he's like kind of like the narrator in the Twilight Zone, The Mall Goths thought they had gotten away and they'd be able to save it. They've never felt the sting of defeat until this day. And until next time, I've been your mall rat. It's like, who are you talking to? The camera's panning out, just narrating this story all by himself.
Camera pulls out. There's a custodian just cleaning up.
Cleaning up some crap stains,
crap stain,
some footprint crap stains leading out of the Joan adventure.
All these little children sized.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
That's it. So for our one last time around the table, our Mall Goths, who will be licking their wounds for a lifetime to come.
Remember who you are.
I'm Sean Horbachuk playing Ember.
And I'm Jo Drummond playing Onyx.
And our victorious Visigoths,
Yeah.
rising tall amongst the cultural pressures of Mall Goth society. You showed them how.
That's right. I'm Nicole Winchester. I've been your conqueror, Ultra Gotha.
Velvet Wells, I was definitely a charlatan.
Joan Moriarty as Gilvera, the Visigoth runecaster.
Now, while this connection between Vera and Onyx was very on the nose, I feel like there's something going on here between our charlatan
Definitely.
and witch here.
I was feeling that.
Yes,
Definitely.
yes, there was that. You're ripping up my notebook, but also maybe I like the
I've been into
humiliation. So
I'm feeling new feelings.
I'll have to
was
make a
super
whole
gay.
new book for you to destroy.
I accidentally left it out.
Love that
Coyote
competition.
and the sheepdog, like they're
Oh yeah.
constantly at each other.
Yeah,
Around
yeah,
morning
just
sands
you just show up
yeah.
every day to the mall. Like outside the mall, what? Maybe you're like homework buddies, but in the mall you can't
mall.
let anyone know.
Oh no.
You're smoking outside together.
So go check out the Kickstarter. Go send Lucian all your love. Let them know about this game, and you know if you want to throw them money, then do it and buy the game and play it. And let us know about it, and let them know the Terrible Warrior sent you. And so I have a feeling we're going to return to Visigoths versus Mall Goths when the full package is out, so we can see how it's developed over the year when we see it. And so I'm very excited to see where this goes and what kind of other classes. And there's going to be new stores. I think there's like a third floor that's going to get added in, and it's all kinds of things. So it's going to be a good time. So with all that in mind, I bid you adieu for now. Follow us on Twitter at Dice Warriors to find out what we're going to be doing next. I don't know for sure. It might be Zombie World, and so that'll be a fun time. For now, I have been your Mall Rat. Thank you for joining us here in this mall to participate in this drama and to witness the messy lives of Visigoths and Mall Goths in 1996 suburban LA. Until we meet again, thank you for playing games and making your tables accessible. Thank you for opening your minds to different ways to play games. And thank you for being good to each other. Bye.
Bye. Visigoths rule.